All right, so look, what I wanted to ask y'all about is an interesting subject that I see changing. It's how parents are dealing with their kids and how kids deal with their parents. So when we was kids, shit, it was like, bro, you better not say shit back to your parent. You can't say nothing back to your parent. If you do, it was just seen as ultimate disrespect, and like whoopings was prevalent. Like you'll get your ass beat. So Des, I'm gonna come to you first. First of all, do you think parents should beat their kids, spank their kids, hit their kids?
Well, you said should parents beat and spank their kids? No, parents should not beat their kids at all. No, beating is a form of abuse, and it's a lot of kids that deal with that stuff. Like, you know, like some parents might think a belt to the butt is okay, but some take it very far, and not everybody can witness how that parent is really beating their kid. You know what I'm saying? So, like, some might take it very far, so I don't feel like that's approved to make your kid learn their lesson. It's all about having them understand, like literally speaking to them and talking to them, to be honest. Now, it ain't nothing, you know, like smack them, you know what I'm saying? But don't go like hurting your kid now. Like, no.
But smacking a child just like as an instant punishment, like, why the fuck you do that? Bang, smack them, that's cool.
No, because I know what you're talking about. I done seen that before. No, that's not right. Because they need to understand what they did wrong first, you know?
Yeah.
So, letting the kid know what they did wrong and let them understand that that's not right, you know, they should go off from there. Let's let them go run away. No, not run away, just walk off. Now, they do it again on some dumb stuff, you know, like kind of like get loud with them. Like, let them really understand, you know, because I was a hard-headed kid, you know. Like, all my daddy did was bite his bottom lip and square up with me. So that's what made me put, like, fear in my body to understand not to mess around no more, you know. All I gotta say is no. I feel like beating your kid, like smacking them off jump, and they did not know what they did wrong, because kids do bull stuff, you know, so it ain't right to beat your kid.
Billy D, if you got a son, I mean, I know that growing up, how did your son get whoopings or no?
Well, he didn't get as many whoopings as I got. And a lot of my whoopings was well deserved. You know what I mean? You know, sometimes you gotta enforce things for a kid to learn a lesson. Now with my son, you know, you always go with the generation and you say, I got whoops for this, I never do this to my kid, and this and that and the other. So you might change your point of view throughout time. But I remember, you know, if you accidentally spill over water, you know, you can get whooped. You gotta be more careful. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know, and that's how it was. But as the times are changing, the way I think about it is this. You rather discipline your child versus the police, because you got genuine love when you discipline your child for them. You don't really want to hurt them. You just trying to teach them a lesson not to do it no more. Now, if you let them so off the chain that the police got to deal with them, then it's no mercy. That's when you get in that situation where things go real far and the kid ain't used to discipline. Things can happen. So, therefore, you know, I believe in disciplining kids, but I also believe, like she made the point, after you discipline them, you talk with them. You just can't whoop them with them not understanding why they got the whooping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to have that conversation. Now, you might go ham while you whooping. Hey, I told you not to. Didn't I tell you this, that, and other. But after the boo-hooing stop and the crying, say, come here. Let me talk to you. Now, the reason you got this whooping is because you were supposed to be here, and when I came to look for you, you wasn't there. And a lot of whoopings happens because parents are just afraid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that scenario that I gave you, I done whooped my child because of that. He told me he was gonna be one place, and he was a little younger, and then I go look for him at that place, and I'm trusting him. I'm giving him that trust.
Yeah.
That, okay, you going here, you supposed to be here. If I come looking for you here, you supposed to be here. But then I go to that place and you're not there.
Yeah.
Now all type of panic is going through my mind. Somebody could have snatched my child. What is going on? And then once you find them, because you panic, you discipline with a whooping. And I don't know if that's right or wrong, but that happened. You know what I mean?
All right, I got another bill for us.
Okay.
Now, one thing that I was building on, it was yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking about just relationships, right? Like how relationships are set up.
Mm-hmm.
You got two people that come together.
Mm-hmm.
At first, they both love each other for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you decide to be together, you kind of start forming little rules.
Mm-hmm.
You form rules to make sure that nobody is getting out of pocket or doing anything to embarrass the other one, this or that.
Mm-hmm.
So the question starts to arise is, like, are most people in relationships like based on force, or are they in these relationships because they want to be? So Des, let me ask you, all right, with your man, or if you don't got no man, just say a relationship that you've been in before, all right? If your man was to grant you the ability to hang out with other men, date other men,
That's not my man. That's not my man.
you're saying if a man gives you this power, he's not your man.
Privilege, that opportunity, that request.
But I'm asking you though, if he did, would you do it? Or would you say, no, I only want to be with you, and this is where I want to be, regardless if you allowing me to or not? Would you?
He's allowing me the way I think, way I think, I would run with it. You know what I'm saying? If he's willing to still take care of me, be by my side, if I ask for this and he's like,
yeah, no consequence comes from you going out and kicking it with other guys and partying with them.
What's up, boy? Well, I don't buy my nigga, like he don't care.
He don't care, and you can actually sleep with other people too.
Oh,
If he gives you, I'm just saying, he's giving you an open, all power to do whatever it is that you want to do. Would you take him up on that, or would you really be in love with this man and not fuck with it?
If I ain't never had no real relationship or really ever been in love. So if I found love with that man and I fell for him and I'm doing good in life and I'm thinking this is my man, and he's giving me that, I'm not gonna accept it. I'm gonna leave him alone and then do me at the end of the day. Now, if I don't like that man, but I got feelings for him and he's taking care of me and stuff, and he's like, hey.
If you, wait a minute, go back. If you do love him, you'll leave him alone because he's giving you that freedom?
Because I've never been in that type of I've never been in a relationship or been in love. So if I think that I found it and this man is willing to say, you still go fuck off. Excuse my language.
He's not telling you to. He's not telling you to. He's saying, I am giving you freedom. And this is where I kind of came with this concept from. The concept is based on how God treats humans. God could make us do whatever the fuck he wants us to do, be robots and just perform as machines. But God says, love me with your heart for real. Do whatever you want to do. You want to go over there and be with the devil? If you want to do whatever you want to do, go do it.
You got free will.
You can do whatever you want to do. Right. And the people who know that choice is out there but still choose not to and stay on this path is where I'm getting this frame of mind from. So if your man tells you, babe, I love you and I don't want you to do this, but if you want to do something, I really ain't into controlling nobody's wants and desires. If you want to do that, go ahead and do that, and I wouldn't even be mad at you. Would you do it?
No.
There it is.
No.
Billy D.
Well, like I say, and you know, big brother, you put it in my ear a long time ago. Do you really want to rule by force?
Right.
You know, you don't want to rule nobody by force. So therefore, you don't. The way I would approach a relationship nowadays is different from when I was younger, and it's developing the friendship before anything. Because if fucking is all you got, you really ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? You need something beyond that. You know, I could look at a young lady and physically lust for her, and that'll be that. But if it ain't like the biblical say, the suitable helper, you know what I'm saying, that complements what I'm trying to do. And I feel like the young lady does the choosing. Yeah. You know, she chooses, like you said. You know, if she want to follow this guy, if he about the right thing and he handling his business, then he can tell her, hey, go on out there and you can deal with any other guy. But if she look at him like he the best thing for her, then she'll never do that. You know what I mean? Because she understand what type of quality of a guy this man is. And that's where I think a lot of young ladies is getting the game confused nowadays, because they put in a position now where a lot of these young ladies is making more money than the men. A lot of the young ladies, they're having babies by these guys, and they have to be the head of the household.
Yeah.
So then they become man-minded, if that's a word. Yeah. And they think like a nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they gotta hustle, they gotta do everything by themselves. But see, when they meet that real nigga that's about their business, it's a tug of war game. Because they used to going their way, and that real nigga that's getting that money and this and that and the other, he ain't gonna put up with that little bullshit. And then he gonna tell her, like, hey, see, go your way. You know what I mean? I'm straight. I'm good. Like, you know, I feel, now, I ain't the best in the world, but my mama raised me good. I was raised by my mama. I know how to arm my clothes. I know how to feed myself. You know what I mean? I know how to do all that shit. I make good money. You know what I mean? You know, but at the same time, if a young lady ain't willing to comply, then buy it. Go do your own thing. You know what I'm saying?
To comply, you buy.
You know what I mean? You know, so, and I can respect it, though, and we can still be friends. But you just can't be my woman.
What's more important to a woman?
Mm-hmm.
Sex or money? Or, yeah, which, if you had to pick one thing that would keep you in a relationship, which one is a stronger attraction?
Me in a relationship?
For you in a relationship. Or, well, I don't want to paint you in a corner, but what you think most women value the most.
That's the thing. That's why I say I ain't trying to talk too much, because
right.
I don't hang with females, and I'm more around men than anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm talking about my friend Sierra, you know, like me and her just got back around. So for me to kind of like understand what these women want, at the end of the day, I ain't gonna hold y'all. You know a woman want to be in love, and have a man just call them and control them and be on their butts. You know that's what a woman wants at the end of the day. But the way this generation is elevating, not even elevating because it ain't going good. You know, so like.
Women want a man to call them, control them.
But do women want to?
Do they want to be abused?
Listen, like the way these women want that, but women don't want to be a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like they still want to be hoes and just mess off. And still have that man control them at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So, like, a man can't look at you like a woman. Like, they gonna be like, you go mess off. You something good to hold on to, but, like, do I really care about what you doing at the end of the day? No, because on how she's doing her own self. You know what I'm saying? And a man gonna see it like, you for everybody type stuff. So, like, but what you was asking, what these women really want, I know all women want love. But this generation now, what I witness, I think all women do want money. Just want to be somebody. Money get you attention. Money get you power. So having that type of power, you got anything, you can get anybody, you can get any man. So at the end of the day, I guess a female's easy route is the money. To be honest with you, females really don't want to be a genuine woman with her legs closed.
I got a question for the young lady. Now, okay, we probably in two different generations because you're a beautiful young lady and you seem like you're younger than me.
Yep.
Right. Okay. So in your generation, are you looking for a guy to provide, and would you follow that guy if he could provide? And when I say that, would you be willing to do womanly duties on the old school side, like cook, clean, and all that type stuff?
Yes, at the end of the day, if I have a man that is not no out here man that I know, he goes to work, he does a 9 to 5, and he wants somebody to come home to and have a cooked meal. He's like, yo, I'm not for the streets. I done had them girls, you know? Right. So if he came across me, knowing that I want love, knowing that I want to care for a man, wants to cater to you,
Right.
Yes, I will run with that man until it fall off.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. You 22.
Yeah.
How many guys in your age bracket do you think is in a position right now to even provide for you?
None at all. Me and my friend Sierra just had to talk a couple times.
Right.
These men our age, I don't know what it is. I do love older men. You gotta hit 30 and up for me. But these men, these men my age, no at all. They can't do nothing besides be out here and deal with the just being young and want to come across, like my daddy says it faithfully.
Right.
There's so many men in this world, like fish in the sea.
Right.
So at the end of the day, I told my sister this, like, I could sit and think I'm in love with a nigga.
Mm-hmm.
I can go to Atlanta and be like, whoa, boy, you trying to take care of a girl.
Right.
And at that, got respect, and ain't got no kids and none of that.
Right.
But I got to look back, I'm about to go back home and take care of this. Not even take care of him, but like, this is my nigga, I'm in love.
Right.
But I'm so young though. You know you see what I'm saying?
Right. I can understand
so
that.
So like these men my age is not for relationships.
Right. But see, you gotta understand this. Even the men that's older, like me and Smed, we was 22 with Once Upon a Time, and we was trying to figure out the game.
Y'all were trying to fall in love at the time?
Well, we had kids. So if a woman has your child, that's a love within itself. But I don't know about Smed, but in my situation, I love my baby mama, but I was at that young age and she was at that young age to where she felt like she can do better if she found somebody doing better than me. But now, in the long run, she left me to deal in other circumstances, and now I'm all right. So a lot of times when you say guys your age ain't right for you, potentially, see, this is how I look at it. A woman, if you have a baby right now, the government will kind of take care of you. They will give you free housing, they will give you food, they will give you everything. Yeah. They will try to X out the black man too. And I want to make it a race issue, a man in general. Yeah. You know what I mean? But for a man, for him to come out that rut at that same age as you, 22, he out here, his mama, 22, you shouldn't be at your mama's house, but maybe 19, his mama say, hey man, you're a grown man, you gotta get out here, get down how you live. He gotta get out here and hustle. Mm-hmm. And when I say hustle, it might be illegal out in the streets. It could be a job that he don't want to do. Manpower, come home sweaty, dirty, he ain't got the best thing. But as long as he gathering that mentality, about time he's 30 or 40, he gonna have it figured out.
Realization, okay.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying. don't count out them young guys that's around your age that's out here trying to do it, because a lot of young ladies do. But I can understand what you're saying. Now, if you're dealing with a young guy that's 22 and you going to work and whatever, and the guy playing video games all day and ain't doing nothing and you doing everything, then I can understand the questioning.
I think both things could work. You know, I mean, you got an opportunity to grow old with somebody.
Right.
You feel me? You guys kind of coming up. Somebody maybe like a couple of years younger, older than you. You know, it normally is staggered a little bit. Like the man probably be a couple of years older than the woman.
Right.
You know, maybe she might be 19, he might be 22, or she 22, he 25, some little shit like that.
Right.
Where it's still comparable, but you still got somebody that you can kind of like relatively grow old with in these stages.
Right.
But there's no answer to, like, there's no recipe for a relationship to go well. Like age, if my woman is 25, I'm 45.
Right.
We might break up because our age difference is just fucked up.
It's a different era.
But listen, but I could have a woman that's 45. I'm 45.
Right.
And she don't motherfucking do nothing I want her to do. She know every motherfucking thing. I can't tell her shit.
Right.
And she can't tell me shit.
Right.
So it don't matter what the age is, really.
Right.
All I'm saying is it could present some problems, but that's one of many things that can cause a problem in a relationship.
Absolutely.
Most of the things, it's just a difference of opinion, a difference of life philosophy, a difference of how you should be, like, taking care of shit. So, yeah, of course.
Listen, so when you said generation, let's go like this.
Okay.
My generation, I'm 22 years old.
Absolutely.
And how it's so, it's a lot of social media going on. There's
Right.
a lot of social media going on.
Absolutely.
So for it to be clout chasing, when you said how I gotta understand a man my age too, because they're trying. You know what I'm saying? But they still going through the young ages to where they doing what they want to do.
Absolutely.
So I should be that not ride or die, but I should be that solid female, understanding that they going through it, but let me still be by that man's side. I can do that. But these men, because of this generation, there's so much going on, I'm gonna have to deal with you. It's like go make money all day and be home and be gone. You know? But I gotta think like, nah, you was in her.
Absolutely.
Nah, you was in her. You know what I'm saying?
You're
like,
right.
I went out and she talking about that's my man. So it's like, baby, can I let you do you? Can I? At the end of the day?
Right.
At the end of the day, it's like a female gonna deal with that. That's what a ride or die is, but that's so making her feel so low as a woman, man.
Right, no doubt.
She gonna be like, bro, like I'm pretty, I'm cute, I get money. I get male attention.
Right.
But I'm for you. I like you.
Absolutely.
But you ain't doing nothing that I want. I can let you go make some money, baby, all day.
Right.
But you not making that money also.
Right.
You over here digging in her. And
Right.
then you over here coming across her.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm who you lay with at night.
Right.
You know how much demons that's coming out of his body when he touched me?
Right.
So a real genuine, let me put it like this, man, a real genuine woman is not going to accept that. She's not going to think about a relationship at the end of the day. Like me being 22, I ain't doing nothing. So why would I look at a man? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Let me get myself together first and come across a man that wants the same thing that I want at the same age. Don't let me go find a man that's getting money and I'm getting money too. You know what I'm saying? I gotta find a man that's willing to be on the loyalness side, the realness side. Understand that messing off is gonna really distract you from really elevating life.
Right.
You know, you gotta really be with somebody that understands what you feel and don't be fake to yourself.
And then that brings us back to the question at hand. You almost want to present this with somebody. So maybe what we could do is when you meet a new man and you see that this is somebody that you really care about and you really love, you put the option on the table for them and say, listen, if you want to be with other people, just please tell me. Listen, I will let you do it.
Honesty.
Wait a minute, and then when they tell you,
is gonna do that, though. You know what I mean?
Listen,
you tell your woman like you want to go far.
all I'm telling you is, precious things are rare, and there is somebody out here who will love you enough to have that offer on the table and turn the shit down because he fucking loves you.
You right. I kind of got that offer. You know, if I deal with a young lady and I'm getting to know her, then I tell her, date as many people you want to. If you find somebody better than me, then deal with that guy. Because in my mind, I feel like I'm a good guy.
Right.
So if you find somebody better than me, go deal with that guy.
Like, bro, as far as I'm concerned,
You don't feel the type of way.
listen, as far as I'm concerned, I only want somebody to be in a relationship strictly because they want to. I don't want it to be any rule for them to, like, I'm not holding leverage over your head. Like, I take care of you, I do this, I do that for you. Because first of all, I don't give a fuck how much you do for somebody. If you remind them about the shit that you do, it's always insulting to that person.
Absolutely.
Even though they fucking probably do deserve to hear the shit.
Right.
When you tell them about it, it's kind of like, you bringing that up in my face and all this other shit. But
sometimes you got to, because sometimes they forget.
Well, sometimes people just fucking think that this shit is a natural thing.
Right.
Like, all of this caregiving that's happening to them is somehow given to them just naturally. Nah, I'm doing this as a token of love, to express love and show you how I feel about you. But at the end of the day, really, I don't want to hold that leverage over anybody's head to say, don't see other men because I do this for you. I want it to be their choice all the way. And even if they could go out and be with somebody else, they would say no, because I found the person that, God damn it, it's only one key that's going to start that car, bro. It's only one key that's going to open this store. It's one. And I want to be the key for the person, whoever I'm with.
Absolutely.
Ain't nobody else going to come and unlock that shit. And if they want to be with somebody else, I would really like them to go ahead and do that shit.
Absolutely.
You know, now, no, of course I wouldn't stay there and fucking participate in the shit. But I am saying, though, I would like to give somebody that option on the table. And anytime they feel like they want to be out of this relationship, or anytime they feel like they got something better to go achieve, by all means, go ahead and do it. I don't want your charity.
Can I say something
Of
before
course,
this topic ends?
Talk to me.
Okay,
Yeah. I love the
let me be
conversation that we
real
have.
honest. I ain't gonna hold nobody on this conversation.
Right.
Everybody is confused. They're going to accept what everybody's intentions is wrong. Let me get there.
Okay.
And everybody's intentions is really, really correct.
Okay.
You would think that person, look, nobody's intentions is correct. People be really ready to mess with somebody because of what they got and how they look.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you that.
Yeah,
I'm telling you that.
I think so too.
People be very confused. So you trying to
That's the first thing you see. So, you know.
Yeah, so Smack trying to say like, you know, like a person needs to be in a relationship. Like, that person might want to be in a relationship just to get something out of that person. You know, so like, you really gotta understand, like, the way the generation is now, nobody can really truly know, like, does this motherfucker love me or not?
Right.
Can I be honest with you? Like,
Right.
nobody, it's so much going on. Like, how could, like, it's not good to have one person. You gotta have threesomes. You gotta have two, what's it called? When you dating two
Backup
women.
plan, damn near.
Polygram.
Yeah, polytheism.
Right.
No, not polytheism. Polygamous.
Polygamy.
Polygamy is what you're trying to
So
say.
like
Yeah,
that,
for sure.
that's the new thing, because it's just so much I'm getting money type of movement going on now. I'm telling you.
Well, when you young, it's cool to date. But at the same time.
Nobody should at my age
Right.
should be serious. Like, I can't hold nobody or look at a girl like, damn, you already got babies.
Right.
You have them. I can't judge you. Still live your life to get money. That's all I can say.
Well, let me ask you this. What's your idea at 22 of the perfect man?
The perfect man?
Yeah.
Is that he's not on me. He's not controlling me.
Right.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, I do like a man controlling, but I ain't.
Right.
Don't stop me, nigga. But
Right.
But
Which one? No, man. You said both. Is he
No,
controlling
like-
you or he ain't controlling you?
He's controlling me, but he's like, I know this is my man. And it's a difference. Like, bro, you controlling me, I can't go nowhere. But you letting me know, like, I look up to you like, what are they, female, you know how females call a nigga daddy? Oh, that's daddy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got a daddy, literally.
Right.
But me messing with older men, 30 and up, I love older men. I need you to be a daddy. Like, don't control me. Like I just said, no, you can't go nowhere. But at the end of the day, let it be known, like, you got me. I can still come home and stuff. Like, I can't go cheat and stuff because I know we solid at the end of the day. That's the type of control I like. He's on my ass about me doing what I talk about. Like, let's say how he talking about me at the age right now. I want to do a podcast. You know what I'm saying? So let's say I'm dealing with a man and I'm telling him, he's not over here like, nah, you just trying to be over there with bro, or you gonna have niggas go over there, you just trying to be sneaky.
Right.
I need a man like, I feel you, Des, because you do like rapping, you do talk a lot, so that's
somebody to support your vision.
that type of control, that means like he's on my side.
And push you to go do it. I thought you was supposed to be doing the podcast. What happened with that?
There you
You
go.
got to get that shit
That's
together.
what I
I think
mean
that
by
shit
my
going to be
control.
major.
Right.
And almost contribute to your creativity.
Right.
And that's one thing about my woman. Like, on some real shit, I'm going to tell you. Like, bro, it don't matter what I'm doing. She's going to, like, for example, today I made an intro. I made an intro for my shit, right? She looked at it. She fucking supported that shit to the fullest. Like, that shit is sweet as fuck. She was like, but we got to do one more thing. Took the fucking computer and god damn it, start looking for the transition that we needed. This is an effect that you put on some shit. Yeah. Look for the transition that we needed in order to put the finishing touches on it, the icing on the cake. So from Des' perspective, that type of shit goes a long way. Des is an artist. Des is like a free spirit.
Right.
She want to do some shit that's major. She want to make her own way, make money. And for somebody like that, you cannot have a nigga that is all so insecure that he's not going to support the shit you do. Get involved with her.
Is involved in another man.
Get involved, yeah.
Well, see, my question wasn't answered. My question is, okay, maybe I worded it wrong. What do your perfect man have to have? Do we got to have a job? Or can he be a hustler?
Okay, that's perfect.
Do he got to have a car? No. What's that?
What my perfect man is, my ideal man is,
Right.
it's all about respecting me, man.
Right, so now you told me your feelings, but what does he have to accomplish as a man? Because as a man, every man, even if he was raised by a single mother, his single mother has instilled in him what a man's supposed to be. Okay, I got you.
She's talking about mamas now.
Right.
Listen,
Right.
not every man had a perfect life or had a mama.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely. You right.
I could be his mom at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he could still be a good man. But what you get into, what my ideal man is it's just being a true, genuine, a guy that knows how to, like, he don't have to accomplish nothing. No, you
Do
don't
he gotta have a job or do he hustle?
Hustling, getting money in a fast life.
Right.
No 9 to 5. No, I don't deal with them type of men. They come across way too many women for me.
Right.
So for me not to ever be in a relationship or ever me not been in love.
Right.
That fast life stuff, I don't like sharing my nigga. I won't hit you with a threesome.
So
I want you to myself.
He gotta have a job.
He has to have a job because I don't do that bro
Now
stuff.
let me ask you this: do we need to have a car?
Everybody should have a car. Everybody should have a car.
Okay.
I was on my daddy's lap at 8 whipping.
Right.
Everybody should have a car.
Okay. All right. Now, do we need to have his own place? Or
That's understandable. Yes, he should have his own place. Definitely. Now listen, if he got kids and he got his own place, baby, you can't even look my way.
Right.
Now listen, you're working, and I see you working, and you trying, and you not no weed smoking, getting drunk mug every day in the club.
Right.
But you at your mama house though. But you working. I ain't gonna judge you.
Right.
If you willing to prosper to get your own place, I see something in that.
Right.
But
Now let me ask you this: you got kids?
I don't. No,
You don't have no kids.
No kids.
Now, would you deal with a man that has kids?
See, the way I am, I fuck with you, but I won't deal with it.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
All right. I can understand that.
But that's what about if he don't have no type of baby mama drama? He got a child, but his baby mother has moved on to somebody else and got somebody, and he does got a
But
child.
you still have to be that
No
mama.
exception.
I gotta be next in line. I can't know that you got baby mamas. It ain't working out.
So he need to get you pregnant.
No. What I'm saying, What I'm saying is like, I gotta be around you for some time to understand that it ain't nothing to say, son. I can say anything. Anybody can go for it. So for him to say, I ain't got nothing to do with my baby mama. I don't like her.
Right.
Man, let me see it. And I ain't talking about for a day or two or a week. Nigga, let me see it. Let me see her call you, and you like, hey, what's up with my baby? Let me see that stuff.
Yeah.
So when the baby come over, how you gonna be the mama? The stepmama?
Now listen, it gets deeper than that.
Okay.
That means me and this man have to been together for like a year for me to even come around that child. Now listen, if I gotta come and pick some money up or something, and the baby comes to the door, and look, I ain't going nowhere to that house. You come to the car and give me my money. You know what I'm saying? Now it's been a year that went by. You know, you tell your baby mama I'm little Des, you know, I fuck with little Des, you know, she's bad, she's pretty, whatever.
Right.
Me and her ain't doing all that, but we trying to get there. She needs to understand that before I can really say, hey, what's up, little man, or what's up, baby girl? You know what I'm saying? For these kids. I don't do that. I got six cousins, all girls, bruh. They all babies. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm telling you, you gotta really, really respect. It's not respect, but like, I would never go around a man that I'm being sexual with and talk to that kid.
Right.
Now, if he like, man, like, my kid ain't about to say nothing to you or no, let's say the kid, hey, play on the video game, go in the room. Nigga, no, because I know I'm about to come over.
Hang on, you 22.
I'm messing
You're
with
a dude that had an 8-year-old child?
No, let's just say that's his age.
Okay, that's an example.
So, let's say he like, man, my son over here playing video games. Look, come over here.
That's possible for her.
Yeah.
30, if she talks to somebody that's 30, for example. Him having an 8-year-old, he had the baby when he was 22.
I just feel like
when I was 28, I had an 8-year-old. So when I was 28. See, now that you get a little older, you kind of look at it. But it's deep, but like you say, a lot of young ladies like older guys. And that's been the template since we've been in high school, Smed, ain't it? They used to say certain guys was doing wrong, but these young ladies, they knew what they was doing in high school. They liked that. They liked the older guys versus the younger guys.
Yeah.
So it's the same game, different faces in y'all generation. But see, what I don't understand in y'all generation is this: the threesome thing.
that's popular.
Absolutely.
That's
Right.
something like, a mother won't see now. Hey, look, hold on. Hey, look, so. I ain't with that. That's my man. If that's my man, no, I'm not about to share my man. You know, and if let's say I got a best friend and like, okay, if I got a friend and something come along.
How are these threesomes being arranged? Threesomes?
I honestly, back in the day, it used to be trains, and it was nothing like this threesome today because the girls is actually interacting with the girls. In our days, we ran trains. One was in the back, one was in the front, and that's how it worked. But now it's.
You talking about how it's coming off now? Because back then it was a train. Like,
you
about to take those.
So wait a minute. Y'all saying that threesomes are popular right now?
Threesomes because, like I said.
With the young generation, and the
How
rappers
do we know
done
this?
made it.
How do we know this?
it's online. It's
It's just a
everybody.
social media type
It's
shit.
the social media stuff because, like I said, at the end of the day, the way this generation is moving, it's not about loyalty. It's not about people can trust each other. It's not that old school love anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so much of the Cardi B and Megan,
Right.
and the young boy and all that stuff
Man,
going on.
I'm glad
Look
she
at the
said
young
that.
boy. Look how many baby mamas he's got back to back. Them boys out here looking like that's fine. You know, if I get money like young boy, I can do what he do. But at the end of the day, that's not cool. Come on. You got him, and you from all these females. Like, that don't work out like that. Like you got to see yourself in all of these women. You know, like, them your kids still, but, like, all of these women, though, half of these girls is retarded. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest, so, like, you can't be doing stuff like that. You can't just be getting every girl pregnant you come across. That's not going to work out for you.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
It's not a good idea. It's not a good idea, but there is another school of thought about it all. Okay, so
I just feel like,
well,
man,
hold on. Let's build though. So here in America, we was just kind of talking about a man having the opportunity to be with more than one woman.
Mm-hmm.
All right? And a lot of men do have multiple children's mothers.
Absolutely.
Relationships.
And a lot of women have a lot of multiple baby daddies.
They
So it's
do.
vice
They do.
versa.
But
you're not gonna find that with people that go by the religion.
what I was
You're gonna
about to
come
this
across
this
that in
this is my take though.
Not in dating.
This is my take.
Okay.
Men before who had multiple wives. Okay, this is like before we was brought over to America, like in our own natural element.
Absolutely.
Men had more than one wife.
Do
And
you
it
know
wasn't-
why that is?
But hold on, wait a minute.
Okay.
It wasn't done in secrecy, and it wasn't so deceptive. And women understood that men are capable of loving more than one woman. A woman may be capable of loving more than one man, but right now focusing on the men's side of it.
That wasn't what it was about.
But
man.
Billy D, I'm just telling you that men are capable of loving more than one
Absolutely.
woman.
And,
Okay,
and a
so
woman is capable of loving
more than one man. She's a human with emotion.
Absolutely.
Okay,
She know where home is.
but when that woman becomes pregnant and she's dealing with more than one man within the course of a month, 2 months, we starting to have problems as to whose child it is. Okay, so that's kind of like a big difference in between a man being with more than one woman and a woman being with between more than one man.
Right.
And I don't know if that's part of a natural woman's vibe to want to be with so many different men. But what you was about to say was men are with more than one woman and having multiple wives as far as building a community, populating the earth, and building up this family structure so they can kind of like have a business. If it's farming, they can take care of the property and just build their shit up. Right. And I think right now, if men was in order and they did bring their baby mothers together, not necessarily in one house, but if they did work in a unit as an organization, then we would see more progress in us building together. So I don't know. I mean, the threesomes is different, but these guys having children by different women, if they was able to organize that and all come together as one family and have one vision, one goal in order to achieve something major, I think that they would have more hands on deck to pull it off. But since it's always done in deceit, you're not giving your man the choice to go out and be with other women. He does like if you guys set that shit up from the beginning where it was okay, then the woman wouldn't have that type of hatred in their heart for the person that he went out and was with next, because it wouldn't be done in deceit. And honestly, women, and I'll give the floor back to you guys, but women will be with women will tolerate a man having more than one woman.
It's all about
okay,
love, baby.
as long as they're not the first one. So a woman, she don't mind sleeping with somebody else's man. Not for real. The first woman is the one that's being deceived. But the next woman, she know this nigga got a man. She'll sleep with him anyway. I mean, it's being bragged on songs all the time about how a woman will hit another woman's man. And men talk about the same type of shit. So the only thing that I'm saying is these relationships, threesomes, a man having more than one woman, this is something that is wrong, like kind of like now. But as far as all coming up throughout history until the shit got into the hands of the Europeans, that's when the shit kind of got wrong. This rule that a man can only have more than one wife, I think that was made out of a law in order to make sure that Europeans' life and birth rate wouldn't just completely dissipate because there was a lot of gay shit going on. And they wanted man to at least have one wife and quit just being with men so their birth rate would eventually increase. And then that kind of like got formulated into a law some type of way. And now it's passed down to this system where you can only have one wife.
I kind
of
disagree with that.
Not at least one wife.
I disagree with it. But was you wanting to say something?
No, go. Let me hear what you got.
Okay. This is why a man can have more than one wife. Okay. Now, young lady, if you slept with 10 men in one night, how many of those men can you get pregnant by?
Like they all nutted at me?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Hey, listen, I don't know who I got pregnant by. Oh, you
Well,
talking about
how many can you get pregnant by? It's only one, right? Oh, you only can be pregnant.
One, I think science says maybe two.
No, it's not two.
I think science says one, maybe
that's
two.
the valid twin shit.
I can
Is
have
no.
twins. I can have twins.
No, you
I
can't
think
do that,
one,
man. You have to
maybe
YouTube it and show me where that's a factual and actual.
I think a woman can be pregnant by more than one man at the same time. But Billy D, to your let's just deal in what was concrete. You saying one?
Okay,
all right.
If a man has sex with 10 women and
Yes.
you able to bust 10 nuts,
We can get 10 babies.
we can get 10 babies.
Yes.
That goes to fruitful
If
and
his sperm
multiply.
count was
You know what I mean?
yes.
That's why we can have more than one wife. And
To be fruitful and multiply. and fill the earth.
absolutely, because we can have sex with 10 different women.
I'm about to ask
Man,
my mama. Why you say
It
that?
can't happen, man.
No, Mama, they got it on.
There is a science that says
Is it that can happen?
I think so, bro. Man, keep it cooking.
What's up, Mama?
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing this podcast right now. Hey, listen, I'm gonna ask you one question. So you know how on TLC it's that white woman that has the 6 wives, the man that has all the white women as their wives? What's that? I didn't mean to say white woman. It's a white family. And on TLC how he has several wives. What's that show called? Sister's Wives.
Mm-hmm.
Sister's Wives.
Mm-hmm.
Mama, do you know where they're from? You know where that man from? Utah? Okay, I'm about to do a little bit of research on that. We're doing a little podcast about something like that. What was the question that came
Well,
up?
as moms, can a woman have, even if it's twins, by 2 different guys?
Mama, let me ask you this. It's a question, so let me ask you this. So this is an example. Like, let's say a woman messes around with 5 men in one night. Don't get mad at me, but they ejaculated in her for her to get pregnant. So she gets pregnant. And she's willing to get, out of all them 5 men, let's say she come across twins. You don't think some of that man's DNA and another man's DNA is in both of them kids? Or even one kid. Out of all them 5 men, she gets pregnant. You don't think it's one man's nut got into her? Or do you think it may be another that came across with that one man into her? What I'm saying is, do you think 2 men...
2 different baby daddies.
Yeah, because she had 2 baby daddies within one baby. Do you think 2 men's nut could have prospered in her body? Yo, why my phone dead? Oh God. God. I know I heard something just beep.
Yeah.
As soon as I was about to put on speaker, it beeped.
Yeah. Let me smoke a cigarette.
She probably would have said.
She probably was like,
Yeah.
I ain't talking about this shit with my baby girl that's
she would've-
22 years old.
No, she
Hey.
would have let it be known.
Uh,
Hey, Smith, I feel like if a female was to have twins,